More than 50 colleges and universities have a tiger as their mascot, but just one has a live tiger on campus. This morning, you're going to get a rare behind-the-scenes look at his life, his love, and his legacy. He's confident, agile, and impressive, much like the sports teams and student body he represents. LSU's Mike the Tiger is a tradition going back nearly 80 years. It's all Van Brock knows.
I've been coming here since I was 11, 12 years old.
He's been bringing his son Stan here too since he was a child.
Oh man, he just go crazy. He loves the Tigers. There's nothing like the Tigers. Everything he gets is Tigers. He probably has tiger underwear on right now.
And even though Stan now lives out of state, he never comes home without coming here.
I mean, I was raised an LSU Tiger fan, so I always come in here to see Mike.
And no graduation is complete without getting a picture in your cap and gown with Mike in the background. Mike may well be the biggest celebrity on campus. He has 44,000 Facebook fans, 11,000 Twitter followers, and 8,000 on Instagram. LSU Vet School PR Director Ginger Gutner helps Mike manage his social media.
We do it from a first-person perspective, so people actually talk to Mike, which has been very interesting for me. I never thought that would be the case. So he gets lots of declarations of love and compliments, and Mike is very thankful for all of those.
Mike's veterinarian and chief caretaker, Dr. David Baker, knew this tiger would make the perfect new mascot when he met him 8 years ago.
There were certain characteristics I was looking for in the next Mike the Tiger, and he had those characteristics better than any of the other tigers.
He was confident, but not aggressive, strong, yet gentle, enthusiastic, but not erratic. He was independent, but affectionate. 8 years later, Dr. Baker says he's just as magnificent, which doesn't always happen.
Almost 10 years of age, for his personality to be this good at this stage, as long as we continue caring for him in the way that we have, I think his personality will remain like this, and that would be fantastic.
Mm-hmm. You can see the bond these two have. Mike is generous with his affection. While we were filming, I noticed Mike kept following one woman everywhere. It was some kind of animal attraction. I'm intrigued with how he responds to you. I mean, he couldn't take his eyes off of you. What's going on between you two?
I don't know, but it is very special, and it makes me feel good that he recognizes me.
Turns out Debbie does Mike's landscaping inside his habitat.
I'm in this area every day, so he hears my cart and he sees me and I talk to him, so it's a lot of fun. And I think maybe he just is used to my smell.
Debbie hopes soon, with Dr. Baker's approval first, to put in an enrichment garden for Mike.
Plants like lavenders and mints and things he can tear up and walk around with and roll in and just have a lot of fun with.
Debbie says Mike's bonded with people who don't work at LSU too.
There are some people that come almost every day here and visit with him, and you can tell those people that he looks forward to seeing them. So it's pretty cool.
You love me too? Yes, him love me.
Daryl Bazette is one of those people. He's become known as the Tiger Whisperer around here. You can see in these YouTube videos, Mike and Daryl play a great game of cat and mouse.
Right. That's my buddy. That's my buddy. That's my buddy. That's my buddy.
Mike brought a special kind of magic to campus and the field. His first year as an LSU Tiger, the football team won the BCS National Championship. Hundreds come by to see Mike every day, but what few people get to see is what's going on behind the scenes. This is Mike's night house. He comes in here in the evenings to eat if he's hungry. He has his own stainless steel refrigerator and freezer filled with his favorites like oxtail.
Just keeps his teeth clean. And it's like a popsicle, kind of. And occasionally the students will put some blood, animal blood, into a bucket and freeze it and make a blood sickle for him. And he likes those a lot too.
He can get 4 to 5 of these a day. It has a bit of everything in it.
It's fed a combination of meat, fish, vegetables, vitamins, soy, minerals, and we add extra vitamin E every day and vitamin B complex once a week. It's a commercially prepared diet that we get from a company in Nebraska.
While we were checking out his house, Mike came to the window to check on us.
He knows we're in here.
Now, does he want to come in?
He probably, if I opened the door, he would come in just to see what we were doing.
This shelf surprised me. On it are things Mike just loves to smell.
He particularly likes cinnamon and Vicks Vapor Rub. We think he likes the menthol in it. Oh, he'll rub all over it and lick it, and he likes to ingest it. In fact, they'll distribute it, these different scents around his enclosure, and he goes and looks for them and finds them, and he really enjoys that. It's just part of environmental enrichment.
Most nights, Mike sleeps in here on a bed of wood shavings. Dr. Baker says he'll make a real mess of things before the morning.
He gets into it and he'll have it spread all over just the way he likes it.
Before we leave, Mike comes to say hello at the window 2 more times. Yet, as friendly as he is, a fence always separates Mike from anyone, even Dr. Baker. It's too risky?
Yeah. Yeah, he probably wouldn't attack us, but we simply can't take that risk. He's not a pet. He's not a domestic animal. And so we respect that. He's a wild animal, and we treat him as such.
This online petition calls for Mike the tiger to be retired, claiming keeping an endangered species in captivity is wrong. More than 70,000 people have signed the petition, but it appears this petition has been circling the web for years. Thousands who've signed it live in foreign countries, and from the picture posted, they were misled that Mike lives in this traveling trailer. It has fans like Stan Brock furious.
We got plenty of animal activists out there that think that, he should be let go, but that's not happening.
Mike's never lived in the wild. He was born in an animal rescue facility. Releasing him into the wild could kill him. Mike's veterinarian, Dr. David Baker, says his care and habitat here are outstanding.
It is a tremendous facility, and it's served his needs very well. The U.S. Department of Agriculture sends an inspecting veterinarian once a year, unannounced. That's a federal law. They have to come, and they look over all of his records. They look at him. They review his nutritional plan. We have to have a nutritional plan. We have to have an escape plan. I have to show them a plan I have for his care. In fact, we've posted most of it right here.
Tiger fans are now fighting back with their own online petitions to keep Mike the Tiger on campus. Van Brock says it's always a thrill seeing Mike.
Oh, I'm like everybody else. I go wild. Go Tigers.
What he'd love to see is Mike on the football field this fall.
I wish you could come out of the cage there once in a while and get in that trailer and come into the stadium. That's what I want to see. You can't get him in, though.
Dr. Baker isn't exactly sure why Mike hasn't wanted to load into his trailer the last few seasons, but he does have some theories.
There's more and more people attending the games than ever. There's more noise on campus than ever. He's at a different stage in life where he's not as inquisitive about what's going on. He knows what's going on. Also, in the past few years, we've had a couple of activities that have created more bass-type sound, like the launch of the fireworks on the field. The music that is played in front of the PMAC has a stronger bass tone to it than ever. And animals don't like bass, low-frequency sounds, because those are the sounds that predators make. So we wonder if maybe that has something to do with it.
But he knows it's not because Mike doesn't like his trailer.
He loads into his trailer willingly when he knows it's not game day. And in fact, sometimes he'll go into his trailer and lay down and go to sleep. And the students have a hard time getting him out of his trailer. He loves his trailer.
The decision to go to the game or not is always Mike's. Dr. Baker will never force him because Mike's welfare is far more important than anything else.
It's about retaining this really wonderful personality that he has and the potentially catastrophic consequences to allowing that personality or causing that personality to degrade and for him to lose his trust in us. It would make him more surly and potentially aggressive. You see how close he is to us, how easy it is to examine him, examine his teeth, you know, his feet, everything about him. And if his personality changes and he decides that he no longer trusts us and won't come over and interact like that, you can see how that would compromise our ability to provide medical care for him. What he will do this year, this season, we just don't know. Based on his progressive behavior over the past few seasons, I would be surprised if he had much interest in going, but of course we'll try. We will always do what is best for Mike the Tiger, and that is our number one, his well-being is our number one priority.
And like a lot of wild things, he often keeps strange hours. You know, some nights you could come here and he'll be up roaming around in his habitat in the middle of the night or even swimming. But then other nights he goes into his fabulous man cave over there and just gets a little R&R time so that the next day when all of those fans and cameras show up, he'll be ready for them.